The story of an unfaithful girl. In a quiet and beautiful city, there lived a young man named Ahmed. He was simple, hardworking, and honest. Ahmed belonged to a poor family, but he had big dreams in his heart. He worked day and night at a small mobile phone shop just to support his parents and build a better future. Ahmed's life was very ordinary. He did not have expensive clothes, luxury cars, or rich friends. But he had something more valuable, a pure heart. Every morning, he opened the shop early and returned home late at night. Despite all the struggles, he never complained. He believed that hard work would one day change his destiny. One rainy afternoon, a girl entered his shop. Her name was Ayesha. The moment Ahmed saw her, he felt something strange in his heart. Ayesha was beautiful, elegant, and confident. Her soft voice and charming smile made Ahmed completely speechless. She placed her broken phone on the counter and asked softly, "Can you fix this?" Ahmed nervously replied, "Yes, of course." That was their first meeting. After that day, Ayesha started visiting the shop frequently. Sometimes she came to buy accessories, sometimes just to ask small questions about her phone. Slowly, their conversations became longer. Soon they started chatting every night. They talked about dreams, love, life, and the future. Ayesha often told Ahmed, "You are the only person who truly understands me." Ahmed trusted her completely. For the first time in his life, he felt loved. Days turned into months, and their love story became serious. Ahmed began spending most of his earnings on Ayesha. He bought her gifts, expensive dresses, and took her to beautiful restaurants. His friends warned him many times. One of his closest friends said, "Ahmed, don't lose yourself in love. Sometimes people change." But Ahmed only smiled. He believed Ayesha would never betray him. One evening, Ayesha said to him, "I want you to become successful. I don't want an ordinary life." Her words touched Ahmed deeply. From that day, he worked even harder. He left his small job and started a mobile accessories business with borrowed money. The journey was painful. Sometimes he suffered huge losses. Sometimes people cheated him. Sometimes he stayed hungry just to save money for the business. But he never gave up. He wanted to build a perfect future for Ayesha. After 2 years of non-stop struggle, Ahmed finally became successful. He owned a large shop, a car, and a beautiful house. People in the city respected him. Ahmed felt proud because he believed all his success would soon lead to marriage with Ayesha. One day, he bought a beautiful diamond ring and invited her to a luxurious restaurant. That night, Ahmed was extremely happy. He was ready to propose. But destiny had something else planned. Ayesha arrived late, and she was not alone. A rich-looking man walked beside her. Ahmed felt confused. Ayesha sat down and looked at him coldly. "Ahmed, I need to tell you something important." Ahmed smiled nervously. "What happened?" Ayesha took a deep breath and said, "I don't love you anymore." Ahmed froze. It felt as if the entire world had stopped. "What?" Ayesha pointed toward the man beside her. "This is Fahad. We are getting married soon." The ring slipped from Ahmed's hand onto the floor. For a few seconds, he could not even breathe. He looked into Ayesha's eyes and asked with a broken voice, "But you promised me forever." Ayesha laughed softly. "Promises don't matter, Ahmed. Love alone cannot give a luxurious life. I want wealth, status, and comfort." Those words shattered Ahmed completely. The girl for whom he sacrificed everything had left him for money. That night, Ahmed cried like never before. He locked himself inside his room for days. His mother stood outside his door, crying and begging him to eat something, but he remained silent. Betrayal destroys a person from the inside. Months passed. Slowly, Ahmed gathered himself again. Instead of destroying his life, he buried himself in work. He expanded his business and became even more successful. Meanwhile, Ayesha married Fahad. At first, her life looked perfect on social media. Expensive vacations, luxury cars, designer clothes, everything she once dreamed about. But reality was very different. Fahad was arrogant, selfish, and rude. After marriage, his real face appeared. He insulted Ayesha constantly and treated her like an object. One night, Fahad came home drunk and slapped her during an argument. Ayesha cried the entire night. For the first time, she remembered Ahmed. The same Ahmed who would have sacrificed the world just to protect her tears. Slowly, Ayesha realized she had made the biggest mistake of her life. She tried calling Ahmed many times. But Ahmed never answered. Years passed. Then one day, Ayesha discovered that Fahad was secretly involved with another woman. Soon after, he married again. Ayesha's world collapsed. The luxury she chose over love became the reason for her misery. Now she lived alone in a large house filled with silence. Money could buy comfort, but it could not buy peace. On the other side, Ahmed's life began changing beautifully. A new girl entered his life. Her name was Mariam. Mariam was simple, kind-hearted, and loyal. Unlike Ayesha, she never cared about Ahmed's money or status. She loved him for who he truly was. One evening, she said to him, "Not everyone in this world is unfaithful. Sometimes God removes the wrong people to bring the right ones into our lives." Those words healed Ahmed's broken heart. Eventually, Ahmed and Mariam got married. For the first time in many years, Ahmed finally felt peace. One day, Ahmed and Mariam were shopping in a mall when Ahmed suddenly saw someone sitting alone in a corner. It was Ayesha, but she looked completely different now. The confident and glamorous girl was gone. Her face looked tired, her eyes were full of sadness, and regret was visible in every expression. As soon as she saw Ahmed, tears filled her eyes. Ahmed stayed silent. Ayesha started crying. "Please forgive me. I destroyed my own life." Ahmed looked at her calmly. "Some things can never return, Ayesha." She continued crying. "I wish I could go back in time." Ahmed held Mariam's hand and replied, "True love stays during hard times. It does not leave when money appears." After saying those words, Ahmed walked away with his wife. Ayesha remained standing there alone. Broken, regretful, destroyed by her own choices. People say betrayal always returns to the person who caused it. And Ayesha had finally received the punishment of her actions. Years later, people in the city heard that Ayesha had fallen into severe depression. She had lost almost everyone around her. Often, she sat alone in parks, remembering her past and crying silently. Meanwhile, Ahmed lived a happy life with Mariam and their children. One day during a business interview, someone asked Ahmed, "What is the secret behind your success?" Ahmed smiled and answered, "Betrayal." Everyone became shocked. Ahmed continued, "If I had never been betrayed, I would never have become this strong." That is the reality of life. Not every beautiful face is sincere. Not every promise is true. And not every love story lasts forever. Sometimes the people for whom we sacrifice everything become the same people who hurt us the most. But time reveals everyone's true face. And true love is never based on wealth. It is based on loyalty, sacrifice, respect, and honesty.